My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I worked at IRS for over a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I know I still look young. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I worked over 10,000 cases. I worked the offer and compromise program. I used to accept and deny them. The narcotic trafficking program, a whole bunch of other programs. My YouTube channel is designed to be 5 minutes or less, to give you the information that you need to make an educational and informative decision on what you need to know. And today I want to talk to you about why you should hire a small firm versus a big firm for an IRS resolution problem. I am a small firm, but I'm not speaking to you as a small firm business operator. I want to talk to you on something that makes sense, because being in the business for 50 years, I see all the crap, all the calls, people that come in and all the complaints, and I just want to give you some good common sense. There are some very big companies that out there, and how do you know what a big company is? They're like Optima and other things like that. They kind of use up all the ad space. They spend about $200,000 a month in advertising, and they just clutter the internet with lingo about what they can do. They're big firms. The problem with the big firms is they work a certain way, and that's is the first person that you talk to, and the only person that you're going to talk to for a while is the salesperson. The salesperson wants to get in your pocket and get as much money as they possibly can, because they have a commission. Also, they're not going to work your case. They're going to string it out and send letters stringing it out until they collect all the money they need to collect from you. That's just what they do, because they don't want to be burned. A matter of fact, the person who's actually going to work your case doesn't even know about your case until they're all fully paid, and then they transfer, and then those people don't know what the salesman said or anybody else said. That's not the way. You don't hire big firms. Optum is one of the worst firms, a matter of fact, to do that with. Their sales staff is enormous, and they got very good closers to find out what you have in your wallet. When you're working an IRS case, and I want this to make common sense to you, please, when you want to do that, you want to speak to the person who's going to work your case. You don't want to speak to anybody else. You want to speak to a former agent, an attorney, a CPA, anyone, in fact, who knows what's going to happen when you describe the details of your case. You don't want to speak to a secretary who's going to write it up or someone do an inputting. Don't ever hire or give anybody a check, ever, 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 until you're talking to a person who has the experience to tell you how your case is going to end. Most people are going to want to know if all your tax returns are filed, are you current, and they're going to want to get a financial statement on you so they can make a determination how they can get you a result to go ahead and work your case. That's what they're going to want. For instance, at our firm, if you call us, I'm going to say, are all your returns filed? Are you current for this year? And I want to see your financial statement, because I want to know what difficulties I'm going to have working the case, because I'm going to be able to give you a solution right over the phone immediately on looking at your financial statement. And that's what you're looking for when you hire a firm. When you go to these big firms, you're never going to get that. Anyone who's running an ad on the internet, usually the first 4 and the bottom 3, look for it. It'll say ad, 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 ad. Those are the big companies that you're going to be speaking to specifically that have salesmen getting in your pocket. So once again, remember, ask the person how many cases they've worked. Given the facts of your case, what's the expected result, how many cases they worked in the last month, and over a period of time, say 5 years, how many cases they've worked. If you're doing an offer and compromise, ask them how many offers and compromises that they got accepted to a specific person, not a company. My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent. If you'd go ahead and give me a subscription, that'd be great. I don't really need it so much for me. YouTube will bump my video up if you give me a subscription. That's why we really need this. By the way, leave me a comment. You want me to do a YouTube video? I'm happy happy to go ahead and do that for you if I think it's relative and germane to what we're talking about. We are available for representation, consultation. Best of luck. Remember, no firms. Get smaller firms who are going to process your work, and you can communicate with the firm a lot better. Thank you.